Alright everyone, welcome back to Vocabulary Video. This is class 3 for chapter 7, and let's get right to it. Let's check out the words for this week. The first one here, he hamartia, means sin. He arche, beginning or ruler. We saw this in John 1:1. In the beginning was the word, en arche, you may remember. Gar, for or then, and this is another one of those post-positive words that can't be first in a sentence. Okay, so gar will never be first in a sentence, and actually even like after a comma and that sort of thing, it doesn't like to be first. Something else will move in front of it. Apen, he, she, it, said. Now apen here, this is a verb, this is a conjugated verb form that we'll learn in module 2 when we get into verbs and tenses and all that kind of stuff. But we give you this word early just because there's a lot of sentences we can form if we have he, she, it, said. So this is third person singular. That's why he, she, and it are together. It can be any of those things. So if you see this verb, you're going to look for a nominative subject. Could be masculine, feminine, or neuter, but it has to be singular. Okay, so a singular subject that it's going to take. So it might be Jesus said, it might be Mary said, it might be John the Baptist said. There could be no subject. It could just be apen, he said, and we supply the he, she, it based on context. Okay, so this is not necessarily your first verb, but it's just you memorize as a vocabulary word, and then later on we'll encounter it when we talk about verbs in module 2. Ace, in, into, or among. He exousia, authority or power. Ta euangelion, good news or gospel. Ha Iesus, Jesus, also essentially the name Joshua in the transliterated Greek there. Ha Kurios, Lord, Master, can also mean just as simple as like sir. You think about the centurion calling Jesus Kurios, probably not calling him his Lord or his Master, a Jewish rabbi, but being polite to him, calling him sir. May, not or lest. Ha Uranos, heaven or sky. Hutas, this. If it's plural, it can mean these. This is actually a demonstrative pronoun we'll learn class 8 or so, but we give this one to you early just so we can use this in sentences and that sort of thing. This is hutas. Su, you, and notice that this is you singular. This is the second person personal pronoun. We'll spend a whole chapter on personal pronouns later. And but notice, the main thing to notice here is that you is singular. Okay, Greek, like every other language in the world except for English, distinguishes between you singular and you plural. In English, we don't. You can mean you individual or you plural. They've solved this in the South where they say y'all for plural, but that gets confused in English, but it's literally not a problem in any other language that I know of in the world. Okay, so we need to make sure as English speakers that we know what's going on here, okay? So su is you singular. Ha huios, son or descendant. Hoste, therefore, so that. All right, so you know 53 words if you're up to date, which accounts for 43, almost 44% of the word occurrences known in the New Testament. Keep practicing, keep going. You're doing great. We'll see you next time.